Hey, it's Erica. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I wanted to do a colorful spring look, and this is the look I came up with. I am loving the bold purple lip. This video will be a voiceover, so be sure to look in the description box for all the products that I used today. Also, subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment, let me know what you like, what you did not like, what you would like to see next. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the channel. It's enough room for everybody. Hope you enjoyed this look. Stay tuned in the video. So first I'm going into this Morphe 35B palette. It's a very colorful palette. And I'm going into that bright yellow shade first. Now this shade is going to be my transition area. And when I say transition area, this means that I'm placing this color above the natural crease of my eye. So I'm going into the color with this blending brush, and first I'm just kind of packing it on my eye to get some color on the eye, since this shade is a little bit sheer since I have a darker skin tone. So I'm packing the shade on first, and then I'm going to blend it out. Now I'm going to have to repeat doing this because once I start to blend out, the color kind of disappear a little bit. So I keep packing the shade on and blending it out until I get the color payoff that I would like. So here I'm going into that orange shade in the palette, and I'm going to place this color on the outer part of the eye as well as blending it into the crease. Now I won't go as high up as I did with the yellow shade with this orange color, because I still want the yellow to peek through once I get the orange on my eye. And I'm just doing the same thing that I did with that yellow shade. I'm taking the brush, dipping it into the eyeshadow, packing it on the eye, and continue to blend it out. And I repeat doing this because, like I said, once I blend, the color just kind of disappears a little bit. So I just keep doing this until I get the color payoff that I would like. So now I'm taking this angled brush, and I went into that peachy shade that was next to the orange shade in the palette, and I'm placing this in the outer corner as well. And basically I'm using this color just to kind of bring a little bit of pink into the look, since it was so orange. And that's the color that I was talking about there. I'm just putting it mostly in the outer corner and just slightly blending it up into the crease. I'm not going even as high as that orange shade. So what I'm doing here is taking the small flat brush and carving out a higher crease than what I naturally have. And I do this because if I was to place the eyeshadow on my eye as it is, then the eyeshadow would transfer from my bottom lid into my transition area, and it wouldn't be a good look. So yeah, I'm carving out my crease here and just kind of feathering out the corners of my eye so that the eyeshadow won't look as harsh. So I'm going into the Pure Cosmetics and BoxyCharm collab palette, and I'm taking that blue shade, which is the shade Mia, and placing that on top of the concealer. Now I did not place powder over the concealer area just because I wanted this eyeshadow to stick and be very vibrant. So I'm placing that blue eyeshadow all over the lid, and I'm just feathering it out on the end so that it won't be as harsh. Now I'm taking that fuchsia shade from that BoxyCharm and Pure Collab palette and blending that orange shade and that blue shade together. The name of that shade is BFF. All of the shade names and everything will be listed in the description box, so don't fret about that. So yeah, I'm just blending everything together just to make sure it's a gradual effect on the eyes and we don't have any harsh lines. So I'm just taking that fluffy brush that I used to place that orange color and just blending everything out just to make sure that everything is seamless. So now I'm taking this gold metallic eyeliner by Maybelline in the shade Solar Gold, and I'm carving out my crease with this eyeliner. So the eyes itself was very colorful, but I felt like I needed a little bit more sparkle to the look. So I'm taking the eyeliner and very slowly carving out the crease area. And I'm not going all the way across the eyelid with this area. I'm stopping midway. And I'm just going to keep going back into the eyeliner, placing it over the crease area until I get the thickness of the liner that I would like, and the color is very opaque. So now I'm going into the foundation. This is Maybelline Fit Me Foundation Matte and Poreless in the shade 340 Cappuccino. I applied it with a flat brush to get an even distribution. Then I'll go in with the flat top kabuki brush to blend everything out to get a more fuller coverage, followed by the sponge to make sure that everything is blended out really well. Here I'm going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Tan, and I'm using the contour shade from NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Deep. I'll use the sponge to blend out all of the highlighted and contoured shades, and I take my time doing this just so that everything could be very gradient and there won't be any harsh lines from the highlighted and contoured areas. So now I'm going to take some loose powder by Sacha Buttercup in the shade Banana, and I'm going to set all of the places that I highlighted using the concealer, even setting around my mouth area just because I tend to crease a little bit around my mouth. So now I'll take a powder brush and use some setting powder from MAC in the shade C4 to set the rest of my face. Then I'll go in with this bronzing shade from Black Radiance, their highlighting and contouring palette, medium to dark, to put a little bit more shading into my face. After I've done this, I'm going to go in with the angled fluffy brush with the contouring shade from that contouring palette, and place this more so in my jawline area just to bring a little bit more shadowing into the jawline. And I also place it a little few places around the perimeter of my face as well. So I'm taking that dark pink blush shade from the NYX Sweet Cheeks palette, and I'm placing that onto my cheeks, and I'm dragging it back just a little bit to bring more color onto my face. And next, I'm going to be taking a small tapered brush and going to be placing the highlight from Wet n Wild called Crown of my canopy, and I'm just going to highlight some areas on my face. Now for the waterline, I'm taking the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk and placing this into my waterline. And I chose white just so that I could bring out the color on top of the eyelids instead of doing like a dark eyeliner. So I'm lining my lips with MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Currant. Now I'm not doing an ombre lip. I'm just basically doing the lip liner first just so that once I put the liquid lipstick on, it can be really precise. And this liquid lipstick is by Too Faced in the shade Unicorn. So I'm just placing that fuchsia shade from the BoxyCharm palette in BFF and placing it underneath that white eyeliner on the eyes just to complete the look. And after I do that, I'm going to place my eyelashes, and the eyelash glue and the eyelashes that I use are by Kiss, and you can find these in the drugstore. And yeah, this is the completed look.
Okay. So that is the video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.